Okay, last clip for today. I'm Robert.
I'm Richard.
And we're the Lawson Brothers, and we're over at RPM East on the 178 block of Ivanhoe. Yeah. And we're just kind of took the magic marker, and I know this probably doesn't give you a heck of a lot of help, but I see what's going to happen here. It's going to look a lot like John's seat did. It's going to come down here for clearance for your elbows to turn. We're going to have to fill in a little here. We're going to have to fill in a little here. We're going to have to raise it up a little bit in this area right here so it's the same as this area here. All this stuff back here, we can cut that stuff out and cut it into blocks and chunks and glue it back in where we need it. That's the beauty of this stuff. All this could be used if you needed it. All these little areas where these creases are, once we run over it with some 36 or 24 grit paper on either an air tool or a DA or something, all this will get filled in with clay, so it'll all be radiused and nice and round. And I know it's hard for the inexperienced person to see what this is going to look like, but trust me, Richie did a pretty good job there. All the basic elements are there. It was high enough in the back. We got high enough on each hip and side. We can add a little bit of, ad lib. We can actually make that thing a little higher because we kind of know we got the shape is all there. So everything we needed to do today got done. Won't go ahead and start carving on this stuff because, like styrofoam on steroids, this stuff is statically charged, and it literally, I mean, you'll see the stuff go 4 feet and stick to something. I mean, it's that powerful. So, and it makes a mess. So if you think fiberglass makes you itchy and stuff and that's uncomfortable, then you want to stay away from the 2-part foam. Yeah. Because it doesn't make you itch, but I mean it'll get into your underpants and stuff. It'll get through the washing machine. The wife might even pout and cry about it in her bra or something. Sorry, Glenda. But that's part of being hooked up with a man who works with his hands and is a DIY kind of guy. So for today, the 6th of August, I believe it is, right? Saturday the 6th?
I think so.
I think? Okay, well, it's Saturday. So we're cutting her short today. It's a little warm. Rich gonna go back in and sit in front of his fan and his air conditioner. I'm gonna go get in the air conditioning, and who knows? I'll get wound up and probably come back over here with a saw in a little while. I just don't want the helmet around all this stuff because it's gonna stick to anything that's metal. Yep. You'll see little pieces of it stuck all over the wagon and stuff. You start cutting and grinding on this stuff, and it makes quite a mess. But the bulk of it is there with a little sanding and a little clay, little cutting scrap bits and gluing it in where we need it glued in and fitting in. It's all part of the model making process. Piece of cake. This is a good piece to get started with. It's not a 5-minute job. None of this stuff takes 5 minutes. No. So we got plenty of time. We have about 4 weeks or so to the Gingerman weekend, 3 weeks to get it done and in the car and me comfortable and all that kind of stuff, water bottle back on and all that kind of thing. But piece of cake, I think we're going to get it done. Like I said yesterday, we went through all the clutch stuff and got us a nice list going. It's probably what I'll do this afternoon is I'll go home and text John Ritchie in Illinois and have him itemize us up a bill, find out what all this stuff's going to cost, and we'll get it going. So for Robert
and Richard,
we're the Lawson Brothers. We're saying we're praying for you.
You know it.
Hang in there, y'all. We love you.
Amen.
It'll get better. He doggies, Uncle Jed.